Okay, I'm live again. Uh, all right. I was, uh, I was just, what's it called? You know, I had to leave for a second because I was eating dinner with my family. So yeah, my bad. Uh, anyway, it's yesterday I recorded a video and it was about the 2020 Game of the Year awards, and I went in depth about the winner, which was Last of Us 2. I mean, I didn't get that far. I uh I thought I pretty much only I said what I liked about it. I mentioned stuff that I didn't like about it. Uh I guess that, you know, and I sort of gave a few spoilers throughout as well, you know, for anyone who didn't play it, I guess. My bad. um but no, I was hoping to get like one of my close friends, I guess, to talk to them about the game, debate on whether it's a good game or not. Because I remember a lot of them, as far as I saw, they didn't like it at all or whatever. But I enjoyed it, and I was hoping to, you know, debate. Uh, Hopefully they'll join. I guess for now, um, I was I guess I'll, you know, when I'm older, like I've said how I wanted to be a YouTuber and everything, and you know, which is, I still want to do it, but on top of that, I also want to be, you know, I want to be the host of a podcast. Hopefully, I don't know what I'll call it yet, but I mean, I've got plenty of time to plan that out. You know, I'm only 18 from, speaking now, and I've got plenty of time to think everything through. Um, and I have plenty of, job opportunities to help with, keeping me working and making money and everything. But yeah, I was hoping, soon. Like, I applied for this job near me called Marinos. I think that's what it's called. It's like a it's like a mini supermarket, you know, kind of like Whole Foods, just not as popular. It like just started there. I think maybe they have other places, but yeah, I applied there. Actually, I tried applying for Food Universe first, but then me and my dad went. Apparently, they weren't hiring at that time, and they said come back at maybe January or something, which I'll try, I guess. But yeah, I've so after that I went to get, I went to apply, or not apply, but like my dad got one of those application papers, and I filled that out today, and I'm gonna bring it to them like tomorrow or something. Uh, and what's it called? Yeah, hopefully they accept me. But in March or February or whatever in 2021, uh, I'm gonna. My uncle said, like, he offered me, or he said his friend, he works at this place where there's like trucks that roll in there, and they have to like bring car, like whatever's in the trucks to a certain place, and they have to like unload them and load them up and drive back and forth, etc. All that. So, and he said it pays pretty well, like over $20 an hour or whatever. I forgot I forgot what it's called, but yeah, it's he said that I'll be able to be there by March or February or whatever. But yeah, for now, you know, I do I want to work, like, I do want to work two jobs. That way, like, I'll have plenty of I'll make plenty of revenue, and I want to work as many days of the week. Like, if I could work seven, like, 24, or not 24/7. If I could work every day of the week for like 6 to 7 hours or whatever, then that would be good. Um, what else? Yeah, it's that way, you know, because my parents said that they were gonna buy a house for me, and they, by the time they feel I'm responsible enough to take over, they said they would give it to me, which is super generous. And I can't thank them enough for that. And on top of that, my grandma, like, she said that she'd be willing to give me her car, which is, again, like, it's like, I mean, I know it's almost Christmas by the time I'm recording this, but still, like, you know, I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna get a house now, not this year. Like, I pretty much just graduated high school, practically. But yeah, it's I mean, the car. My mom and dad, they said it's like kind of an old car, like older than me, and it's not like the nicest car, but I mean, it works, like, it's a car. And my grandma said that just recently she recently got it fixed up and everything, like, which is also very good. And it's not like she drives it a lot anyway, so it's not likely to be broken down or anything. But yeah, I've got pretty much my whole life, or not my whole life, but I like to think ahead, because if I never think ahead, then I'll never be prepared. If I'm just always in the present, enjoying my time, then I'm never going to be prepared for what comes next. Like if I decide to go out, you know, to a bar to have a drink or whatever, and the and I wasn't thinking about how much I was drinking, then by that point, it would be like that's an example, you know. But I also can't just dwell on the past either, because it's if I just if I always think about the past and nostalgia and everything, and I'm always fucking just worrying about what could have been, or excuse me, if I'm always worrying about the mistakes I've made and everything, then that's just gonna keep me down all the time. So yeah, like, I mean, it's nothing wrong with being nostalgic, or looking at old pictures and shit, but it's, you gotta think ahead at least a little bit, like, you know and my parents are always saying, oh, you're 18, you're very young, you don't need to worry about that. But, like, I get it, and I don't, and they don't mean, like, they're not like extremists about that. Like, obviously they just, they don't want me to think too far ahead, because you know there's no way to tell what's gonna happen, because it's, I mean, 2020, fucking a lot of bad shit happened, like fucking COVID. A lot of famous celebrities, people, rappers passed away, like Pop Smoke, King Von, uh, like Kobe Bryant. Some people are gonna say Juice WRLD, but I'm pretty sure Juice WRLD passed away in December 2019. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But regardless, it's like, it recently, like, the recent few years have been, slowly declining. I mean, 2019, at least the first half for me was very good. Like, there were a lot of good games coming out. I was still in school for at least half of it, or like, a little more than half, but still I was in school, which is, in my opinion, better than remote learning. I think. And 2018 was good too. It was very weird for some reason. I don't know why. I just remember it being, excuse me. I remember it being very weird for some reason, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. But yeah, fuck 2020. I'm like, I'm super ashamed that, or not ashamed, but just like, maybe ashamed. I'm upset, or I hate the fact that I graduated, or yeah, like, I hate that I'm a class 2020 student. I mean, I guess it'll kind of go down in history. Like, oh, shout out to the poor graduates who had to graduate from home, and I guess that'll be sort of something, maybe. But still, fuck that whole shit. If I was the principal of my school, I would have let all the students come back when everything's okay, and then, just for those students who didn't get to graduate in school, like, I would have, I would have just made a sacrifice of time just for those students who didn't get a proper graduation, because it's just unfair and stupid, and fuck, the fucking Chinese government, whoever was responsible for COVID, like, they pretty much fucked up almost the whole entire world, practically. As far as I know, like, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, there were still some good things, like a few, like, diamonds in the rough of 2020, but, like, obviously there were a lot of good games that came out, like Last of Us 2, Doom Eternal, Hades, Animal Crossing, Final Fantasy 7, all those games, and much more. Um, there was also, uh, I know some of you might not know about it, but Unus Annus uh, ended last month from, like, it started in November something in 2019, and it ended this November that just passed. And, I thought Unus Annus was one of the best channels of 2019, and, I'm glad that they got to, help me get through 2020, because, there's definitely, unfortunately, a lot of YouTube is fucking garbage right now, or a lot of the people in it. I feel like this is the year of exposing, like, internet child groomers and pedophiles and all that. Like, there's so many people getting exposed for grooming children and all that shit. Like, you have fucking Mini Lad from the Vanos group, fucking, there's a whole fucking shitload of stuff on him, and so many people have done videos on him. If you want to know more about it, I guess look up people like, kind of like Diesel Patches, Prison Mate Luke, The Right Opinion, uh, John Swan, Optimus, etc. There's tons of, commentary channels talking about it, and Mini Lad even, admitted himself that he did those things. So there's enough proof right there. um, there's also Lion Maker. He was like a popular, what's it called, Minecraft player. He's been exposed for that stuff, I think. And then there's people like, unfortunately, Pyrocynical is called out for, like, there's been allegations about Pyrocynical on, he may be a child groomer as well, which, I hope he's not, because, I enjoy watching his videos, and it would be a shame that to have, someone like Pyrocynical off, but yeah, it's stupid. I know he takes a long time to, you know, make videos or whatever. So I mean, if he is making a video, which I hope he does, about the whole, all the allegations and everything, then I do hope that uh he makes a video eventually, hopefully. um what else? There's also a bunch of other scummy, like, things that go on, like, apparently Deji, KSI's brother, like, apparently he bought subscribers to get to 10 million. I don't know when he did it, but I found out about it this year recently. um what else? I found out that, what's it called? There's this artist that he goes by the name of Antunes. He's been, like, harassing people on Twitter, being a huge fucking hypocrite, and like, being, if you know who he is. Personally, I would look up Pretty Mate Luke. I think he covers his situation the best. Um, what's up, Greg? I was just talking about, like, bullshit that's going on in YouTube right now, because there's a lot of, like, people being called out for, like, child grooming and shit. You know. Sorry. No, I don't have COVID. Um, I was oh yeah, there's this other one. There's this other artist or whatever. She goes by the name of Hopeless Peaches. She's been known to backstab her friends in various ways, and not. She's been known for a bunch of scummy, hypocritical shit, and you know, most of the time I look into stuff like this. Like, I do, I find out about it through either Prismate Luke, Diesel Patches, or The Right Opinion, or, you know, usually those people, but other than that, not that, not as many, because, I don't know, sometimes I don't feel like watching too many people's videos. I mean, sometimes I do, because I want to see everyone's reactions and everything, but I think, sometimes it may get a little excessive. Uh, I was, you know, there's been, like, a lot of bullshit going on with the, like, the trending page, obviously. I mean, that's probably all the time now that I mention it, like, obviously, the trending page is, usually filled with a bunch of bullshit. Unless it's, the last time I remember it being good is when they had, like, some Unisonus videos on it, and and yeah, it's usually a bunch of bullshit, family friendly videos with, like, either Minecraft gameplay, or it has thumbnails with, like, a bunch of fucking colors on it to appeal to the fucking children that watch their videos, to cover up the fact that they may not be a good fucking YouTube channel. And it's so stupid. There's so many kid friendly channels that get what they get, in so many like weird, scummy algorithm breaking bullshit, you know, like they make up all these bullshit titles to put everything in the fucking title. Like, and meanwhile they do that even though there's a fucking description for that. Like, you give the video a title and then put everything in the description. That's what it's for. But no, they have to put it in the title because, you know, no one reads fucking descriptions apparently. Unless, you know, I mean, I get it. You know, children aren't, you know, the smartest. No, that's not true. No, I get it. Like, children may not have the most, like, they may not have the biggest attention span or longest attention span. But it's like you make it too easy for people to pay attention, to grab people's attention, you know? It's like, if you want, and some channels try to like be like a learning channel as well. Like, they throw in all this, you know, random bullshit, like how, like, oh, how many of this is gonna go in this, you know, like they try to be educational at first, and then it just goes down a fucking rabbit hole of like random loud equals funny reactions to things, and basically overreacting, and just random shit that goes on the screen, and a bunch of like weird fucking cuts in between scenes that make it like, every time, you know, like right now, like I'm recording a live video and I can't just cut out stuff in between. I mean, maybe I can somehow, but no, like, every time I pause when I'm saying something, you know, that's like, if I was making a video, I could cut that out. But with them, they do it for like every fucking sentence they speak. Like, if they're not talking at like 5 to 10 syllables per second, then they are not, you know, if they're talking slower than that, then apparently they're talking too fucking slow. Which is, you know, it's stupid. But yeah, I was just, you know, like, I hope YouTube gets like a person that's not like, you know, someone that's good at their job, and someone that seems to actually care about the creators and the people who watch them. Like fucking Susan Wojcicki, whatever her name is. Like, she acts nice whenever I see her, like on a video or something. Like, like, you may think she's a nice person, but there's just so much shady shit that goes around in YouTube whenever she's, you know, like, there's been so much bullshit that's been happening on YouTube. Like, the YouTube Heroes thing, I don't know if a lot of you remember, but it's like, when that was around or whatever, like, certain people could copyright, or they could strike videos, like give you a strike, like, for whatever reason. And I guess it has to be a valid reason, but sometimes they could get away with just for bullshit for whatever reason, you know? It was a huge mess, and it led to people getting into other people's business when they shouldn't have, and just being like overprotective cunts, or just, being assholes just to be assholes. Like, that's really what happens. And then there's like fucking so many people buy, like people like Lele Pons and all that, like they fucking buy views and shit and subscribers or whatever. It's like, it's fucking, and it's clear because one day you'll see, like, they may have, let's say their views and whatever are declining. It'll show they have, like, for example, 400,000 views and, 2,000 likes and 2,000 dislikes. And I'm pretty sure you could also buy likes. So yeah, anyway, it's there. Let's say they had that amount, 400,000 views and 200,000 likes and dislikes. And then one day she has like 5,000 views on another video and then 10,000 likes and still 2,000 dislikes. It's like, is it really, like, it's like they're trying to make it obvious, you know? They're trying to make it look like they're doing well and doing shit on their own when really they're manipulating the algorithm by making it look like they have all these views and everything, and somehow they don't get fucking caught. But, who knows? It's stupid. Like, why? Like, it's a stupid thing in general, but why would people like her do it? People who make hundred thousands or maybe millions a year. Like, why would she do that? Like, she makes so much money and she gets all these fucking, there's so many people that invite her to things. Like, she's somehow been on almost all the YouTube rewinds recently or whatever. It's like, how much more does she need? It's stupid. Anyway, yeah, it's all those people. It's people like her that are always on the trending page, even when they may not be doing the best. Like, likes really don't seem to matter that much. Like, if you're bringing in the views, the YouTube money and shit, like, that's pretty much all you need. It doesn't matter how many people fucking hate you. As long as you're bringing in the money, then that seems to be the winning strategy, I mean, who knows? Like, it's fucking stupid. It makes me, I mean, I still do want to go to YouTube and, make a career off of that. But yeah, I'm not gonna be like any of those people. Like, I'm definitely gonna be better than them. I'm never gonna buy views. I'm never gonna buy likes or subscribers or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna be like I'm gonna be a genuine, person or whatever. And also, like, I'm not just gonna monetize every single video I make. Like, let's say I made a video about, like, let's say my dad passed away, or one of my family members passed away, and I made a video on that. I'm not gonna monetize that video. Like, it's just it'll take away from the whole fucking experience of watching that video. Excuse me. and it's a scummy tactic of making money because it's like I'm basically that would basically mean I'm banking off of my dead relative. That's what it's doing. Like, oh, my dad died. Time to make some fuss about that. Make some money off of it. Like, yeah, that's so stupid and scummy. And fuck anyone who does that. Like, for example, there's this YouTuber. He's pretty popular. His name is Quebblecop, and he's this family friendly persona on YouTube that's like he has an extremely annoying voice. Uh, some of you may recognize him from like that mini lad Zoom meeting thing. Like he was on that. Uh, I'm surprised that that whole thing went well. Like I thought there were gonna be people fighting on that shit and everything, but yeah. Anyway, with Quebblecop, like what's it called? He made a video. I forgot when, but it was about his dad that passed away recently, or like I said, I don't know when it happened, and it was true. Like his dad actually did pass away, and you know that's very sad. Obviously, like just because I don't like Quebblecop doesn't mean I can't feel bad for him if he loses a family member. But yeah, when that video came out, like there were at least 3, 4 ads on it, and it's so stupid. It's so fucking scummy and money. It makes him look so fucking money hungry when he does shit like that. When anyone does shit like that, to make to put ads on a video about your dead dad. That's I'm never gonna do that. That's fucking horrible. But yeah, that YouTube Zoom meeting when it came out, it was apparently it could hold like 500 people in it or whatever. It was what's it called? It was started by Mini Lad, uh Wildcat, Mini Minter from Sidemen, two other people. Who was it? Um Mr. Beast and some other guy. I don't know his name, or I don't remember. Um, but yeah, there were a lot of people I recognized there, and despite it being on Mini Lad's channel, like I enjoyed it for what it was. Like there were people like there's people like you know KSI joined, some of the other sidemen joined. Uh, Wrecker, I didn't, I used to like Ohm, but after finding out all this, Twitter drama that he's been doing recently and all the fucking allegations the false allegations he's been throwing towards people, including my favorite YouTuber, Markiplier, like, yeah, it's fuck Ohm. Uh, anyway, yeah, like, all that, like, there's Ohm, uh, Logan Paul joined, uh, Tanamangu or whatever her name is, however you pronounce it. Like she joined. They were all trying to fucking hit on her. Like especially Carson, call me Carson. Like it was cool seeing him there. Who else was there? I mentioned before Quibble Cop. He was there. Who else was there? There's a lot of people. Uh, Ricky Berwick, I think that's his name. He's that disabled guy who, you know, he can't like. Anyway, yeah, he was there. Who else was there? Um, Jerome was there from the ASF. Jerome, he was from he played video games with Sky Does Minecraft, or now he goes by Sky Does Everything. But yeah, he was there, which is cool because I haven't heard from him in a long time. Um, what else? Or who else was there? Um, there was a FaZe Rug, I think, was there, which is interesting. Who else was there? Jacksepticeye was there. Um, Surprisingly, I didn't see. I don't think PewDiePie was there. Surprisingly, or maybe he did, but I don't know. Um, who else? Jelly was there. That guy with the fucking. He always wears green. Um, and he gets like a lot of views for some reason, which he probably buys them, but I wouldn't know. Uh, there were more. There's more people. Um, anyway. Oh yeah, typical gamer. He was there. Um, yeah, there's quite a few people there. Um, anyway, yeah, the the shit with Omwrecker, like, uh, yeah, it's so stupid. Like, and it's a shame. Like with the Vanos crew especially, I feel like that's the most. Uh, that's been like the most down declining group so far. I mean, I hope they're all doing well, especially or except for who. Uh, a lot of people like everyone found out Mini Lad is a child groomer. There's been allegations on Louis being like an abusive boyfriend and only doing YouTube for the money and everything, turning out to be a scummy person, which unfortunately I believe. And then there's all the shit with Omwrecker being a Twitter hoe, or not Twitter hoe, uh, just starting drama on YouTube for bullshit reasons. Basically, trying to call out Brian or Terrorizer, saying, "Oh, he should have known about the situation with Mini Lags. They were good friends," and like bullshit like that. It's just so stupid and makes him sound like a fucking attention whore, you know. But yeah, I wouldn't expect it from Ohm. Like, whenever I saw Ohm in a video, like he seemed like the nicest person there, you know? Like he would talk in a calm voice. He would always, he just, yeah, he seemed like a nice guy, but what do you fucking do? You know, if anything, I would have expected it from someone like, I don't know, maybe. Actually, I don't know. Uh, like they're a lot of them are very versatile creators, obviously. Like, I'm just glad none of those people who end up, making me, ruining a part of my childhood. Like, I'm glad one of those, and I'm glad Brian, or Terrorizer. I'm glad he was one of those people because him and Vanos and Wildcat and Nogla, H2O Delirious, Mustakel, all those people are like, my favorite, pretty much top tier material. Brian's probably my second favorite, just under Vanos, and mainly Vanos because Manos is, I mean, he obviously works better with his friends than without, but he, like, when he's with his friends, I like his dry sense of humor, and I like the references he makes to other, like, movies to make very funny jokes and puns and shit. And he's a very good DJ as well, which is cool. But yeah, my second favorite is, a lot of people would probably say like Nogla or uh, maybe Wildcat, but I've always thought it was, Brian or the Terrorizer, because one, he makes so many funny, timeless jokes, like inside joke or running jokes throughout the group, like the Arnold voice and the soundboard, and it goes on. The list goes on, and he's like, he's hilarious with his like reactions to things, and yeah, I've always thought Brian was super cool. Uh, and when I saw his videos on how he like, shed light on how he feels about like Mini Lad and all those people, like, I mean, obviously, like, it's on the internet, like anyone could be faking stuff, and not everyone lives a genuine life, but at least, I mean, I believe him, like, and he says, like, he said himself, like, he doesn't like people that messes or talk shit about his friends, like he said that with the Mini Lad situation. uh yeah, it's I don't know. I'm glad. It's a shame I can't watch certain Vanos videos or Terrorizer, etc. videos without, you know, whenever they have people like Mini Lad, Louie, or Omrecker, or anyone else who turns out to be a scummy person, then it's like, it's hard to, deal with, or it's not the same, because, like, with Mini Lad, his joke he made like a really long time ago with Pablo, where he talks with that really deep voice. I can't I can't impersonate it right now. Uh, but yeah, that his little bit where he plays someone named Pablo who is known for having sex with small children, and it was funny at first before I found out who Mini Lad is, or what he does, or what he's done before. So watching that clip now, it's like, it's so weird, fucking awkward, and it's like, wow, who would have thought? One of the only Mini Lad clips or bits that, what, like, one of the only things I found funny about Mini Lad ended up being true. It's like, how convenient, Because, and if I if I had to find out if I had to choose, like, who would be like my least favorite member, like, Minilai would definitely be down there for, least favorite, along with some other people. Like, he even without the, everything that's going on with him, like, he was, even before that, he was like, most of his videos are, to me, like, he overreacts a lot, and and like reactions and meme reviews and shit. Like, and he usually has like the best. He has like good footage or and decent editing here and there, but that's not because of him. That's or not recently at least. Like he used to have a good editor back in the day, and all the good footage he would collect mainly it's mostly because of the people he's playing with, or because of the videos that he's reacting to, like it's like yeah, he basically gets hand fed his fucking popularity just by you know being there, and it's unfair. Like he's for someone that's like so you know like he's not the most even before all those allegations and shit. Like even before that, he was still like not one of the like a lot of people wouldn't say he's like their favorite out of all of them. Like most people would say it's someone like Vanos or Wildcat or Nogla or people like that. Not a lot of people would say Mini Lad, you know. So the fact that he thought so the fact that Mini Lad thought grooming a child and who I think some of them was like I'm pretty sure one of them was like a moderator for him or something or I don't know the whole situation like apparently someone who's so like someone who was considered so decent at the time just so mediocre thought it would be okay to fucking make do all of that crazy shit behind people's back and make them think that it's like your Mini Lad's reputation is already like before all the bad stuff happened like he was already just an okay YouTuber. So like he wasn't going I mean he had a lot of subscribers and everything, he still pretty much does. But like he had such a okay mediocre reputation. It's like there wasn't that much in terms of quality and likability and all that. Like there wasn't like the hole doesn't get that much deeper with him. So the fact that he like the fact that he was doing all that stuff and it all that stuff came out about him, it pretty much that was like the nail in the coffin for him. Sorry, I'm just gonna plug in my phone. So yeah, if it's like it's so stupid. That's why when it happened, like I wasn't like extremely, you know, like I wasn't extremely broken after that happened. After all of that was put out, because I didn't really care about him that much in the first place. Like he wasn't to me. There was barely anything funny about him. Like he was ugly. He would every time I see him, it would seem like he would constantly gain weight. His hair was awful. His voice is annoying a lot of the times, and it's like, yeah, he was just an okay YouTuber, and the fact that all that stuff came out about him, it pretty much just puts the nail in the coffin, which is, I mean, it's not really a shame, because with him, we weren't missing much anyway, but, I mean, we were, fuck! we were pretty much not missing anything at all by having him, with us or whatever, or without us. I mean, what am I saying? What the fuck? With I'm saying with Mini Lad, you know, now being known for what he is, it's like, no one really cared in the first place. So the fact that all this stuff came out, it's like, obviously I didn't want him to turn out that way. Like, I just, I wish everyone would improve from where they are now. But with him, like, he was already 3 feet in the ground for, just being a most shit YouTuber, an ugly person who built his popularity off of other people and not being, anything special in YouTube or life or whatever. So he was pretty much already 3 feet in the ground. So once that bad stuff came out about him, like, that pretty much puts him not even 6 feet, like, he all the way to the fucking core of the earth, where he could burn in fucking hell with the nail fucking shutting the coffin tight. So yeah, fuck Mini Lad. Fuck anyone else in the Vanoss crew that ends up being a piece of shit. Or anyone, not even just the Vanoss crew, anyone in general. Like, just fuck those people. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, this, I'll, I guess, I'm gonna end it here, I guess. Tune in next time.